Positive self-talk is an old, faithful, great coping skill, especially for anxiety from CBT. It's been around for ages and it's a great one. But for a lot of people, myself included, the positive part can be a little tough. And for example, not to disclose too much, I'm a little bit of a darker type of person, kind of a negative thinker for many years, in which I've come a long way. And sometimes the thought of like looking myself in the mirror and saying whatever, you're beautiful, or you're a wonderful person. It just it I know that works and for some people, but if you don't believe it, it can be tough. So, and again, I'm not talking bad about doing that. That's like those affirmations are powerful, but sometimes to get over anxiety, it's better to start with what is called realistic self-talk. It's a form of positive self-talk because that dialogue we have with ourselves is so important. And a lot of people who struggle with anxiety have that dialogue that goes against them, those negative thoughts that hold us back from trying new things, from taking risks. So, for example, let's use this video as an example. I'll use myself making this video, and I've thought all these thoughts. I could think in making this video, have a dialogue within my own head. It's going to be a bad video. You're going to make a fool out of yourself. You're going to be stupid. And the realistic self-talk is, maybe some people will think it's a dumb video, but maybe some people won't. It's probably going to be somewhere in the middle. Maybe a couple people like it. And even if no one likes it, I'm learning by doing this and I'm growing by doing this. It's having that realistic dialogue with myself instead of saying, don't do the video, Ken. You're going to make a fool out of yourself. Another way of spinning that is, okay, I might make a fool out of myself, but how many videos are on YouTube and TikTok? Probably at this point in the billions. So let's say I made a fool out of myself. Realistic self-talk. All right, if I make a fool out of myself, I'm just one of millions who've made a fool out of themselves on YouTube. So again, taking it away from that area. I might say my negative self-talk for this video might say, I might look at my own face and go, oh, Ken, you're ugly, or, oh, you look like an idiot, or your hair, or whatever. I could do all those things, and I do tend to do those things. But realistic self-talk. Hey, you might not be the best looking guy in the world, Ken, but you're not the worst looking either, right? That's realistic self-talk. That's the talk that can keep me keep anyone from holding back. And another realistic self-talk is if I start saying to myself, hey, I don't like the way you look, Ken. You know what? The only person that really matters that I not think I'm ugly is my wife. As long as my wife's attracted to me, I'm good. The rest of the world can think I'm ugly. Again, realistic self-talk, keeping it real. That's the stuff that gets you through the anxiety, gets you to take the risks. So, in my life personally, to throw it out there, I started using positive self-talk, realistic self-talk. I remember I was shy, and I was shy, especially as a younger person in high school, to if I wanted to like the girl or whatever, shy to talk to her. And somewhere along the way, I learned to have realistic self-talk and to say to myself, when I was older, after high school, to go up to a girl and say to myself, instead of being nervous, oh, she's going to reject me. That's the negative self-talk that would hold me back. Saying, you know what? Maybe she will reject me. But if she rejects me, every other guy has been rejected thousands of times. And I'm just another guy getting rejected. And that when I was able to encapsulate that in my own brain and make that, I could go up to people. I got to the point where I can go up to anybody and talk to anybody about anything because it takes the fear away. Another personal example is I used to be deathly afraid of public speaking. Now I public speak all the time. It's actually part of my job. And what do you say to yourself when you're afraid about public speaking? You say, oh no, what if I bomb? What if I make a jerk out of myself in front of all those people? Realistic self-talk. Instead of saying, hey, you're going to do great. Maybe you're not going to do great. Maybe you're never going to be confident enough to say that you're going to do great. But to realistically say to yourself, okay, if I bomb, how many people have bombed before me? How many bad speakers have you seen? I've seen many. So if I bomb, I'm just another person who just did a lousy public speaking gig. It happens. I think everybody who does public speaking has a bad day every now and then. Once you get to have that realistic dialogue with yourself, it takes the tension away. You don't have to worry so much about failing. It's almost like giving yourself permission to fail prevents you from failing in a weird way. So, working with clients, or if this is somebody watching this, if you have social anxiety or any other kind of anxiety, if you have think about what holds you back. What thoughts do you have? What are you telling yourself? What negative things are you saying to yourself to keep you from trying new things, from taking risks? And come up with a realistic response. That dialogue we have with ourselves, that realistic self-talk, is so important. So this latest worksheet is called Realistic Self-Talk. Takes you through this process, and you'll see it's not gonna nothing works for everyone, but I'll tell you, there will be a group out there who can definitely make progress with anxiety, specifically social anxiety, doing realistic self-talk. And like anything else, if you have to practice it to get better, but I'm telling you, it works. So enjoy the latest worksheet, Realistic Self-Talk. Take care.